It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Next on Madden Football.
It's a venue in a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And away we go from Wisconsin. He's going to field this at the 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State 4th-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
From the 29. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Prescott here from the gun. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Cowboys putting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Engeron now. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Jukes out a 1-stop. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
It took Jordan Love a little while for him to get his chance to start in the NFL. He had to watch Aaron Rodgers for a number of years, but guess what? Aaron had to watch Brett, and it paid huge dividends. And it sure looks like Jordan Love, to start his career, is doing the same. He didn't just watch Aaron Rodgers. He worked on his game. He developed his game over 3 years. And when he got his chance, he sure looked like a young star at the position.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. They stick with Jacobs. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Going run again with Jacobs. Stiff arm success. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Edgerrin Cooper there to make the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
On first down, they'll run. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. Second down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Packers into a nickel defense, third down. From the gun is Prescott. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
I know we get so enamored with a one-handed catch, an amazing throw, but I am telling you, that kick from that distance is just as impressive. The leg strength, the power, he drives it low, and he finds a way to get an enormous 3 points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. McCole Hardman now on the return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The Green Bay offense returning to the field for their second possession. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
First and 10 now from the 30. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go. Takes the handoff, now Love. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 41. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Third and just 2 to go. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They'll begin the quarter with 3rd and 2. Play fake, it's Love. Complete beyond the marker. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. This one taken in by Kraft. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He's got it. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Now a toss. This is Jacobs. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Jacobs gets it on the draw. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
4th down, here's Love. He's on the move. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers now lead by 10. Jordan Love, the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers drive their lead to 11. On now is McManus to kick this away. He'll take this at the 10. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Cowboys about set to take over. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Ferguson there to bring it in. This is ahead for about 5. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Dak now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
And the Packers had a 50 DB out there for this third down play. Here's Prescott. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Brian Anger on now to punt. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Packers will take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Thrown on first down, Love. Able to get it to Reed. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 46. That's Reed on the slant. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 38. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
These quarterbacks are so good with their clock in their head between the tackles. But you get outside the pocket, and you've got to have that same ability. If you hesitate for a second, the defenses with their speed at this level, they'll find a way to bring you to the ground.
We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. The Packers driving ahead. All right, Cowboys showing nickel set, 3rd down. Here's Love. Throwing the out route complete. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
On for the field goal now. Here's Brandon McManus. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that extends their lead to 14.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Return coming here from the 12. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Back to throw, here's Dak. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he gets him around 6 there. Brought down by Quay Walker.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 4. Has it downfield, working the left. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And this return gets to the 30 before he's stopped. The Packers and this running back headed back out for a new series. They're up by 7. We'll see if they choose to just rest on that going into halftime. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. 1st down throw, here's Love. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but Boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
2nd and 10, Love trying again. Finds his man, it's Kraft. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. A final throw before the break. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. That's halftime here in Green Bay. The Cheeseheads with plenty to cheer about as their Packers have the lead. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Reports with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, sit tight. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But for now, this is our halftime report. It was the Packers' leading man, quarterback Jordan Love, who turned in a solid performance in that first half. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Out comes Green Bay. They have the first series of this second half. They just saw their lead cut in half, but they've got a chance to return it right now to its former glory. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Now a run with Jacobs. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Play fake, it's Love. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Takes the handoff, now Love. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Handoff here to Jacobs. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. It was Osa Odigizua in on the tackle. A run for no gain doesn't help matters. It's 3rd and long coming up.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So fourth down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. The Cowboys and George Pickens set for this next possession. So no return on that punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to begin the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun is Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it's 2nd down coming up. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
A strong 9-yard effort there, Brock, and it brings up 3rd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and it's going to be 2nd down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Packers into a nickel defense, 3rd down. Prescott here from the gun. He's trying to push the field. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. Brian Anger, the one to send it away. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. No return on that punt. And the Packers are going to have a long football field ahead of them on this drive. the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Jacobs running behind center. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun now for Love. Escapes out to the left. He's going to keep it this time. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He picks up 28 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Running right, here's Jacobs. And he's going to get him up to the midfield stripe with that run. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. To the air with Love. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, speaking from experience here, what happens now with the 3rd sack allowed, especially on an early down like that, is that head coach and coordinator going to have a conversation? Okay, we got to fix this. Do we slide? Do we chip? Do we keep more people in? Because the one thing you can't do is keep getting your quarterback hit.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Love. Escapes the pressures there, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
These scouts in the NFL, man, they scour the country, right? Coast to coast. You know what they're looking for with defensive players? They are looking for game wreckers. And that is exactly what this defender has done. He has wrecked this offense with back-to-back sacks.
The Packers send out their punting unit. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. And a fair catch made here at the 17. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. To throw, Prescott. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 32 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the two keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation and that tremendous accuracy come to life.
Blown back, it's the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long. Dak to the air here. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
The Cowboys sending out their punting unit. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll send him over right. Thrown on 1st down, Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
And the Cowboys bring a couple extra defensive backs out. 3rd down coming. Love from the gun. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 4th and long.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He takes this in on his side of midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Dak out of the pistol. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Here's a give up the middle. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Prescott now on third down. Forced out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
As we're into the fourth quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important than right now. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long, going to be the key here down the stretch.
So out now comes the punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Love now to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Love looking to pass. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. This is reeled in by Reed. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. They've got a man in motion. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Give him 3 on that gain. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
They stick with Jacobs. And he's brought down after taking this to the 26. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Going run again with Jacobs. Still has room inside the 15. And he's finally brought down at the 9. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. They'll run, Jacobs. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Again, it's Jacobs. And they'll bring him down after an all-right gain. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Jacobs, and he's in for the touchdown. The Packers go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers double their lead to 14. On now is McManus to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They're out and set, 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You know, one thing I've noticed, Kate, coaching youth football, everybody wants their kid to play quarterback. That is, until they get knocked to the mat. And that's now 5 sacks in this game, let alone the number of times the quarterback's been flushed as well. Not everybody is built to play quarterback.
To throw.
That's caught for the first. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. Throwing on first is Prescott. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing again is Dak. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one, and then brings up third down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here he is to throw. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Looking to throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So this is a Packers win. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.